Hey, what's up guys, RAJ NONGTHOMBAM here with yet another installment of Classroom Without Walls, a classroom which has no boundary, no walls. And in this classroom, anyone can join in from anywhere, anytime, several times, multiple times, and all the time. And if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing, hit the subscribe button down there and also hit the bell icon so that you get notification whenever I upload a new video. Alright, in this video I'll be talking about characteristics and functions of communications. Characteristics means features, attributes, qualities of something, a phenomenon or a process. So characteristics number 1, communication is always contextual. Communication is always situation specific. Context or situation means in which situation or condition you are in, the time, the place, the kind of program you are participating, the kind of medium you are using, printed media or electronic media, language you're going to use. All these factors are known as situations or context. On the basis of all this context, you have to deliver, you have to formulate your message and deliver the content. For example, you're participating in a religious function and accordingly you have to give religious messages to the people sitting in front of you. But here is a caveat: just to make the people in front of you convinced or entertained, don't cross the line. Don't say anything which will create a collateral effect, a negative rage or outrage among those people who are not sitting in front of you. Okay, just to make people in front of you happy, don't make those people unhappy. All right, characteristics number 2 is communication is always purposive. It means communication is always goal oriented. You always want to achieve something by the end of the communication process. It means you want to affect people, it means you want to impact people, you want to make someone happy, angry, laugh, whatever. You want to bring about a change, momentary change, a permanent change, or a long-lasting change. You want to bring about a change in the hearts and minds of the receivers of your content. So communication is always purposive. Don't say you didn't want to hurt your friend, but you end up hurting him or her. That is not possible. Maybe you don't want to hurt them for a lifetime or for a long period of time, but for that particular fraction of seconds, for that particular moment, you were so irritated, you were so angry, you were so bugged up, you wanted to hurt them for that moment, not for a lifetime, not for a long period of time. For that moment, you wanted to hurt him or her or them. That's why you end up hurting them. As simple as that, ASAP. Third characteristic is communication is always irreversible. It means you cannot take it back. Once it is done, it is done. It's like a bullet coming out of a gun, or it's like an arrow coming out of a bow. Once it is shot, once it is fired, it is fired. It will never come back. Like that, once you have communicated your message will never come back to you. It's gone to the receivers. Your receiver will receive your message for sure, and accordingly they will react. Number 4, communication is non-repeatable. You can't repeat your communication process. For example, I'm doing this session called characteristics of communication. I have done it in the past several times, and maybe I'll be doing it in the future also, but I cannot repeat the same feeling, excitement, the words. I cannot repeat those things, though I'm delivering the same content. Characteristics number 4 is communication is therapeutic. Okay, by the end of communication, you always feel relaxed. You feel like you are being treated by a doctor. Okay, you feel relaxed. You feel happy about hurting your friend, impacting, influencing other people. Last but not the least, 6 characteristics of communication is communication create a sense of meaning. It means communication allows people to create, interpret, and retain a sense of meaning. If we do not have communication process, we may not be having any meaning in us. Through communication, we create meanings. See, meanings are conventions. They all are created by the process of communication. By communicating, we create messages. By communication, we interpret messages. We interpret it to someone else. And because of communication process, we retain meaning in us. That's why communication is the fundamental right of any human being. Without communication, you can't do anything. That's why freedom of speech and expression is very important. Okay, so these are few important characteristics of communications. So let me talk also about the functions of communications. Functions means what does something do. So what does communication do? Or by the use of communication, what do we achieve? Function number 1, expression function. Just to express our emotions, feelings, or just to put ourselves over in a particular way, we use communication. Second function of communication is information function. Just to obtain, just to gain information, or just to explain something, we use communication. Third function is educational function. Just to educate people, just to transmit knowledge from one generation to another, from one person to another. Fourth function is very important. This is known as entertainment function. We want leisure time activity, we want fun, we want amusement. Through communication, we get entertainment, we get amusement, we get leisure time activity. Fifth function is social contact function. just to create and maintain relations with your girlfriend, boyfriend, your family members, your relatives, your friends and other people. Just to create new friendship, new relationship, but also to sustain those relations, you need to communicate. Sixth function is control function. You want to control somebody. You want to make someone behave in a particular way. For example, you make your child or a student behave in a particular way, okay, by communicating, by giving instructions, by ordering him or her. Seventh function is anxiety alleviation function. Whenever we have a problem, when we become anxious, we want to sort out our problems or we want to ease out our anxiety, therefore we communicate. The eighth function is very important. This is known as motivational function. To change personal choice or to change the aspiration of a person, okay, we communicate. The ninth function is cultural promotional function. We all are belonging to a particular set of cultures or different cultures at one time. It's not necessary you belong to only one culture. We belong to different sets of cultures at one time. So just to reinforce those cultures you are associated with through communication, all these cultural ties, cultural beliefs, simply culture are being promoted and transferred. And last but not the least, integration function. We are in diverse social ethnic groups. In order to have greater cohesion between and among diverse groups of people, communication is very, very necessary. And through communication, we become connected, we become bridge. That's all in this video. I create such videos regularly so that our knowledge about communication increases and we become better communicators, at least an effective one. Alright, if you like today's video, put a thumbs up. If you do not like, put a thumbs down. That's fine, I'll bear with it. But share it to as many people as possible. If you have any suggestion or feedback or a comment or a topic on which I should make a video next time, put it down there in the comment section. Last but not the least, if you haven't subscribed my channel, consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button down there and also hit the bell icon so that you miss nothing from my channel. Alright, I'll see you when I see you. Ciao.